Alright, so I cashed in the Fer-de-Lance. The thing is, the Fer-de-Lance fully upgraded is like 100 mil. This Python fully upgraded is like 200 mil. Now, I like the Fer-de-Lance, make no mistake about it. It's very fun ship to fly. Um, the big reason why I want to check out the Python is primarily because of the increased amount of modules inside the internal compartments here. Fer-de-Lance obviously only has 4 in total, I think it was. It was like 2 4s. It might have 4 or 5 in total. Anyways, this thing has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 internal compartments. It's fucking bananas! So, to have a ship that is one stop, kind of do my thing. Now here's where it gets tricky though is I learned with the Fer-de-Lance just at a glance that thing is built for the shields. It's got a ridiculous amount of utility mounts to increase the shields to something ridiculous. So this does not have the same amount of shield protection that I'm going to have with the Fer-de-Lance. So the easiest way to explain the two, or that I rationalize it, is the Asp Explorer and the Viper Mark III. Okay? The Asp Explorer and the Viper Mark III are the two stepping stones that I worked my way up from. I was in the Viper Mark III. I actually worked my way into a Diamondback Scout first, and the reason was the Diamondback Scout's extremely cheap in comparison to the Asp series, the Explorer or the Scout. The Diamondback Scout basically was my bridge as far as jump range capability goes, so I could keep up with my buddies, but yet still be in a ship that I could afford. Well, now that we've moved along, and we're finally getting into these larger class, I guess. They're not, they're medium class ships now. The the same premise is I want to be able to do all the things I want to do, but yet still go into resource extraction sites or to grind cash for myself, or to be able to go hop around with my buddies when they're out just tooling around. The Fer-de-Lance had a lower jump range and less internal compartments. But just overall, when I came out of the Asp Explorer, that was the first one I went to. So I've given that one a fair shake. I enjoy it. I understand it a lot better now than I did when I first started flying it. And as I worked my way up through the modules, as far as the class of the components goes, I was able to, really start to see it, excuse me, really start to see it go from a D-rated ship to an A-rated, B-rated ship, and really start to shine. Well, now that I've done with that with the Fer-de-Lance, I might as well do that with the Python. I might as well give this one a fair shake. I do enjoy it. We got plenty of time till multi-crew hits, the multi-crew DLC hits. But this is what I'm looking for a multi-crew ship. The Asp Explorer will probably be the one that I would choose for going the distance. If we're heading out to Sagittarius A, you might be able to get away with a Python and or something. But anything farther than that, anything farther than the core of the galaxy, I would choose the Asp Explorer. All that aside, I like to do a little bit of everything. I like to land on planets. I just like to generally have a ship that can cover all of the things, so I'm not constantly swapping out internal components or have multiple ships yet. I don't have the bankroll for that. So I've got to stick to one, keep all of my money consolidated, and this is where I'm at now. We're going to give this Python a whirl. As you can see, it is primarily D-rated. Again, with the available power and the deployed power. Obviously, at this point, the frameshift drive, But with a D-rated FSD, I'm getting almost the same amount as I was with an A-rated FSD out of the Fer-de-Lance. Meh, not a good sign for the Fer-de-Lance. But in the Fer-de-Lance's defense, that ship is built for combat. It's built for shooting shit. It's not built for going to planets and fucking around. Like, you can do that with the Fer-de-Lance. You can do that with a Type 9. You could do it with a Type 7. You could go planet side with an Eagle. You can. But I'm being practical and a little more realistic here with my goals and expectations. It just doesn't have the internal compartments to hold all of the shit I want. Me, not the collective as a whole. What I am looking for. So, we sold the Fer-de-Lance last night. And we bought a Python. With this came some new fucking toys. Typically, I would not have a cargo rack. I normally disable my cargo module in its entirety simply to save the power. I mean, I don't do any trading missions, smuggling, work on rep, none of that shit, no. I log on, I go fly around, I pew pew pew, or I go planet side with my friends, or I pew pew pew. I'm not one to smuggle, I'm not one to do trading, that's just not my cup of tea. Space trucking is just not my thing. So, with that being said, cargo racks were fucking pointless for me, in all honesty. Now, however, as I've learned, I'm starting to play an open play. My thought process is a ship, like I like to shoot shit, but I'm not the guy that has the meta build and specifically goes and hunts for it. Like that's just, I like to make friends. I like to meet people. I like to do shit, the game isn't always about kill the guy in front of you kind of deal. Where it is for some people and it isn't for others. And just like there's also people who have in-game personas and people who don't. Blase, 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 right? Whatever the case may be. My bag is real parallel to what I've done IRL. So, my setup is to go planet side, to do not necessarily exploration, as in I'm going to the center of the galaxy and trying to scan all the neutron stars. That's not, no. The advanced discovery scanner, detailed surface scanner, those kind of just go hand in hand with exploration with the vehicle hangar. I mean, these are just, as an explorer, you want the right tools for the job. Now, the standard docking computer, if you guys watch my last video with the Fer-de-Lance, I'm a lazy motherfucker. So having this, I fought Dolby about it. No, why would you take up a spot for something you don't fucking use in combat? And now it's standard on just about every fucking ship I fly. Eat my words, I sure have. There were the fuel scoop, a D-rated, but a big boy. The shield generator, D-rated, but a big boy. And then that left me with the 2 5s and a single 6 open. So I'm like, well, shit, I could put hull reinforcements in there, which is what I started to do. And then I was thinking, I really just want to set one ship up that can do just about everything, that it's not just about combat. Like, I can do that shit, but it's not just simply. So, after some long thinking about some stuff and playing around with what module class would work where, because the number, like I had the 2 slot 4 up in one of these 5s earlier, and I had a real tiny fuel scoop down here in one of the 3s. It was all, it just didn't, it wasn't harmonically in balance, if you will. Now, however, 64 tons of cargo. I'll I'll give you a guess. Hint hint wink wink fuel transfer limpet as to what I got in that fucking cargo rack. A field repair unit for exploration just because of completeness, to be thorough, if you will. So I got a combat-capable ship that I can go explore. I'm playing now an open play for some odd fucking reason. Just on the most randomest, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, this is all wasted space, and so be it. Like I said, it's still, I wanted to set up a ship parallel to my personality, my persona. I'm white hat in nature, not black hat. So to take a fuel transfer limpet, and to take 64 tons of the fuel transfer, of the actual limpet controllers that I can fill with fuel and fucking piss off to help somebody, if for some odd reason I run into somebody in open play while I am out exploring that has ran out of fuel and they cannot get a hold of the fuel rats, I happen to be able to help facilitate that for that player. That's just, it is what it is, you know? If there was a fucking tow cable you could attach, I would carry that shit. That's just am I gonna do that? Am I gonna willingly open myself up for that every single time I see some? No, but if somebody is reaching out and looking for help, I will help. That's just, I'm a little old school. I won't just point and laugh and take out my fucking phone so I can record video of this poor guy flopping around like a fish out of water. That's just, it is what it is. Fuel tank right off the bat, instead of, I think it was 8 on the Fer-de-Lance, now I got 32, which is, just little things. As soon as I got into this thing, I was like, fuck. First thing that I saw was 200 mil to get, like, I mean, the power plant, an A-rated power plant for this thing is like, I mean, Jesus. I don't 20 mil, something like that? Excuse me. I want to say 26 mil? Anyways, it's going to be real expensive. 200 mil when it's all said and done. 200 million credits when it's all said and done. To have this ship fully A-rated and all set up the way I want to, right? Well, by that time, I'll be able to sell the ship I'm in and buy the Corvette or whatever it is. Because I'm crossing my fingers, by that time, I will have acquired enough money to buy a big boy ship and multi-crew ship. DLC will be out. So me and my buddies can all get into one big ass ship and have a couple of little fighters that can be launched from it. Just multiple things going on. And I really, really hope that Frontier gets it right by allowing, if I'm the owner of the ship, I can either lock down all the rules and assign them myself, or leave them open. I really, because then it's not just like some asshole game where, oh, this guy beat me to the captain's seat, so he's piloting the ship. You know, I can say, listen, come on, man. I'll kick you out of the seat if I need to because you're being a little shit. Don't underestimate the assholeness of players. It's one thing if it's a group of friends, it's another if it's a couple of guys that are just starting to play together. Like, it just... Anyways. But I hope that Frontier gets it right by allowing me, as the owner of the ship, to let my buddy Dolby pilot it. Because I actually am going to go AFK. So I'm going to go sit in like one of the fucking bays where I have zero response, nothing to do, to just sit and wait. You know, while somebody else can handle the micromanagement of certain the aspects of what's going on with the ship, whatever the case may be. Dolby's got to go AFK for a little while, so he can now hop out of the pilot seat and let Zodiac jump in the pilot seat. I got like Dolby, Zodiac, Red, myself, Akula, Trey. There's a couple of us that play, so I'm hoping that they get that right. But this isn't about that, but this is the precursor to that. Because this ship should carry me over if it is what I think it is going to be, then yes. The Python should be carrying me over until the DLC for multi-crewed ships is released. Just like yesterday with the modules and the power, you'll notice I'm at 107%. I got a lot of different stuff set to 2. It's well, here, I'll just show you. I might have to change a couple things because I want to say that. Alright, let's test this. I'm going to leave frame shift drive on 2. I'm going to go out, I'm going to hop into cruise, and I'm going to honk the horn, basically. And when I deploy my hard points to honk the horn, we'll see what happens. I will probably drop out of cruise and fucking eat a little bit of hull damage, but whatever. As far as how nimble the Python is in comparison to the Fer-de-Lance has got it a little bit. I haven't been able to really give the Python a full shake yet because it is just D-rated. But I just got a sneaky suspicion the Fer-de-Lance is gonna outmaneuver the Python in some aspects, but not others. What I'm really curious to find out is in pitch. Now, in yaw with the nose, and also the sliding side to side with the horizontal movement. It's gonna be, I don't know. I gotta find out. We're gonna go give it a good shakedown over the next couple days. And see what we can do about getting the thrusters up to the right rating. And then slowly get the other components up to the right rating. Now I would fly with 4 pips to systems, 2 pips to weapons, and ping pong back and forth between the two with none to engines. I started to do oh, I wanted to hop out here and honk the horn. Interesting. That's fucking hilarious. Somebody just honked their horn outside. Well, alright. The, aircraft didn't fucking drop out of cruise because my FSD didn't shut off when that deployed. So we'll leave it. Good deal. That's good to know. When I get in here and I deploy my weapons, you'll see, because everything fucking shuts off, and it is what it is. I got a lot of toys on board, basically. But it's nice to go straight into a D-rated and still manage to get all of my toys on board.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
So, AFMU, vehicle hangar, cargo, fuel scoop, docking computer, FSD, and the limpet all shut down. Now I have this set up a little funky as far as I've got the two little guys down here, and the reason being is just simply because of power. It's just my lack of power. Oh, I was hoping you'd be somebody else, but you look like somebody else. Come here, Clipper. So the two little mediums, those guys there, they just for fucking ever. So on smaller birds, you know, vipers, cobras, asps, vultures, just go forever, 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 forever. Never have to worry about running out. Now, however, my three big boys, when they do go, they do tax my power system. But against larger air... So I've been able to segregate the two laser groups. Let that recharge a little bit and then just go to town forever. Which is really funny because while I'm shooting, it's still recharging ever so slightly. You'll see. It's even recharging ever so slightly. Let me knock this guy down. We'll go to 2 pips on the weapons real quick. Charge those up. Oh, you're green. Ooh. Well, they're giving the Anaconda the business. Ooh, did I just get a fucking... Oh, no, I didn't. Put him out of his misery. There we go.
Target destroyed. Scan detected.
Hey, Fer-de-Lance. What you doing? I was trying to dodge that. Peekaboo!
Target shields offline.
think I just got like 7 text messages in a row. Holy shit.
Target shields offline.
And it's funny because there's only one person that does that, and that's baby mama.
Scan detected.
not really much here. we are in trouble. Alright. The D-rated shield just doesn't cut it. Well, we got to take it out for a little spin. We got to find out just a little bit. The shields just don't cut it for taking on wings of 3 like they do in the Fer-de-Lance. But you know, overall, it's a D-rated aircraft. It's gonna be the mainstay for a little while. It's probably, once it's upgraded, it's probably gonna be better than the Fer-de-Lance in some ways. The shield duration might not be the same as the Fer-de-Lance, but I'd imagine it's going to give the Fer-de-Lance a run for its money in combat capability, and it's already better than the Fer-de-Lance as far as the amount of toys I can take with me to go play and do what I want to do. I don't have to re-kit, I don't have to worry about it, it's nice. I literally log on, jump in one ship, and go. And for right now, where I'm at in my gameplay, that's where I want to be. Consider it a consolidation of my money, if you will. I don't have 3 ships, 4 ships spread out through the galaxy. I've got 1 ship, and as long as I stop selling and buying and selling and buying, I won't lose money there. So upgrading the modules just allows me to keep my money in my investment, in my ship. And then when it's time to sell it, I can get it all right back.
Docking request granted.
So I'm pleased. It's just fun to fly. It's fun to be doing this, even if it is monotonous, grindy, the same thing over and over, whatever you want to call it. There's plenty to do in this game. There's plenty to see. And it's one of those games where if you wanted a solo experience, you might have thought about playing some Star Citizen, because at least then it gives you the variety that you're looking for. But if you're like me and you like doing the little bit of grind that it isn't really a grind to you, but you do it primarily to keep up with your friends as far as what everybody else is flying and what we're progressing into, then I would have to choose the Python over the Fer-de-Lance. I don't know. The verdict's not in yet, but I think the Python is now officially beating out the Fer-de-Lance. So while I wait in queue forever and a day, I will cut this and let you guys get on about your business. We'll maybe make a Let's Play with the Python series. I don't know. But out of the Python and into what? Well, I'm hoping whatever the one of the ships that allows you to fly another ship out of it. 200 mil to fully upgrade this Python. 100 and change to fully upgrade the Fer-de-Lance. I think this is going to be the right stepping stone for me.